Hey guys, I'm Abby and this is Little Zeke, and today I'm making a video about how it is being a single mom. So on my Instagram, I had you guys send me questions that you guys wanted to be answered, so that's what I'm going to be doing. Excuse me. Don't mind my voice. I lost it the day I was supposed to film this. It was Saturday and today's Monday. So today, is the day that my voice actually sounds really good. So, well, not really good, but decent. So the first questions that someone sent me was, how did you feel having to go through pregnancy and having a child without the father? Going through the pregnancy and having Zeke without his dad was definitely tough because we were together for about like 7 months. Yeah, about 7 months, and ignore that. And just knowing that after being together for 7 months that he doesn't want anything to do with our child really hurt, because in the past, like, we had talked about like having a family and stuff like that, and like what we would do differently from our parents, and how good of parents like we wanted to be and things that like we wanted to accomplish together. And then suddenly him like lashing out and stuff like that, it's just like not being understanding at all was really hard, because through the months that we were still talking, which I haven't talked to him since December, through the months that we were still talking, like, he would blame it all on me and say that it's all my fault. And I was just really torn, like, through all of it. And then when I had Zeke, honestly, like, when I had Zeke was honestly the best I've probably felt in months, because like the realization that he's actually here kind of just trumped like all the sad feelings that I had, and like it just made me happier instead of sadder, which I was actually really surprised about, because I thought that when I had Zeke, because like I knew he was gonna look exactly like his dad, that I thought that I would, every time I would look at my son's face, I would think of his dad, but it was the complete opposite, because every time I look at my son, like, I see him as like his own little person. So second question is, what's your daily routine like with the baby? So on a day that we're going somewhere, depending on if he's awake or not, I'll go brush my teeth and I'll take a shower. I'll try to get something to eat, or I'll feed him first and then try and get him to take a nap. I like a small quick nap so that I can get dressed. Then I'll get him dressed and I'll pack his bag to make sure I have enough diapers. Then I'll pump and then we'll go, whatever. Then that's our day for whenever like we go out somewhere. And on the days that we're just at home chilling, I don't really have a routine. Like, whatever I feel like needs to happen, I'll do. Like, I'll feed him, watch him take naps, and I'll just be on my phone. And then I'll put him on his tummy for tummy time, change his diapers. And then every other night, I'll give him a bath before bed, and then I'll lotion him up, and then we'll do chest to chest, well, skin to skin for like bonding time, and then he normally just like knocks out right afterwards. So it's actually like a really nice way for him to go to sleep, is like right after bonding time. So question number 3 is, will baby Z have father figures in his life? And thankfully, yes. Baby Z will have 3 father figures in his life. My dad, my brother Brent, who I live with, and my brother Josh, whom I'm the closest with. So thank God that I do have brothers, because when I think about when he needs to be potty trained or something, I'm like, I don't know how. So let me continue. Question number 4 is, how come baby daddy isn't in the picture? So, baby daddy isn't in the picture because long story short, he just refused to see the brighter side of our situation that at the time was not good, like, at all. Like, when the decision that, like, I had to keep a little Zeke, which I'm very thankful that I did, we weren't together. Like, we had just, like, broken up for, and it was about, like, 2 weeks, too, at the time. But he was just childish. Like, he's a little boy. Like, he wasn't ready to take responsibility for our mistakes. He's not, well, Zeke's not a mistake, but the mistake of not being safe. And he just wanted to live a carefree life, which is sort of like what he's doing now. So, like, I guess let me not, he just didn't want to be in the picture. He wasn't ready. Oh my god, bro, I keep messing up. So, question number 6 is, how did your family react to the announcement of your baby? Oh, excuse you. So, I called my mom and dad first. My mom took it well. I thought she was going to be the one to flip out, but I was very wrong. It was my dad. And after talking to them about like an hour, they both they hung up, and then they called me back an hour later, and they were very supportive, very loving. So at the end of the day, they took it well. At first, my dad didn't, but at the end of the day, he did. And I called my sister Joy. When I told her, she was like, I knew it. And I was like, how? And she was like, I just had a feeling, blah, blah, blah. Mind you, this is my sister that I actually had opened up to about everything that was going on with my relationship. Like, she was like the only one that actually knew that I was like sexually active and stuff like that. So when she told me that, like, she had a feeling like that she knew, I started kind of like, oh, okay, like, that's kind of understandable also how. But she took it well. She was also very supportive and loving. And then when I was on the phone with my sister Joy, we were on the way to see my sister Lee. And when we got there, I had told her, and she started crying. I don't think it was because that I was having a baby, but just because I was going to be a single mom, so that really like hit deep. But she was also very loving and supportive, and that's sort of like how I ended my day. So being in like my sister's arms and just being surrounded by love and support was really nice. But I still had to tell my brother Josh, so I waited till I saw him a couple days later, and he also started crying. I don't think it was because like he was either disappointed or upset or anything. It's just that like he was surprised. And my brother Josh, he's very optimistic, so as soon as I told him, he was like planning all things that we could do, and like go and see like when Zeke is actually here and things like that, and how he's gonna be such a great uncle, and like through all of that, like he was crying, so just being very supportive and loving, and that was just really nice to have such a supportive family and loving family. Even though like I definitely wasn't open with them with like a lot of things beforehand, just because I'm the youngest sibling, so like I felt like the topic of sex was just off the table. But just knowing that they all took it well and supported me and loved me through it regardless was such like an eye-opening experience. He's hungry again, I guess. Question number 8 is, what's your biggest worry about being a single mom? My biggest worry is definitely when he's old enough to understand like how mom and dad's work. Is him asking me what happened to his dad, and possibly just like the possibility of him feeling like he's not significant enough to be alive in this world and to be special enough to have a life because he doesn't have a dad. So that is definitely my biggest fear about being a single mom. As well as just him getting sick and stuff like that. Question number 9 is, why did you end up being a single mom? It wasn't by choice. It was just how things ended up being, because one of us was optimistic and one of us wasn't. Plus, like, it wouldn't have been healthy at all, because I don't know what to say without making it seem like I'm trying to talk down on him or anything, but he just wasn't in the greatest place, mentally or emotionally. He just didn't know how to own up and just move on. Question number 10 is, what was the hardest part throughout your pregnancy? Definitely the hardest part was feeling like I was alone, even though I had family, friends, all the love and support. I just felt like no one really understood how I felt. So, I just felt alone because I felt like no one really understood how I felt and like what I was going through, and just feeling like I couldn't really go to anyone. And then also feeling like I was being judged in public because like I look so young, but like I'm pregnant. And then just knowing what they're thinking, like oh, she's probably going to like abuse that baby, or just use that baby for money, or just like she's not going to be able to take care of that baby properly, or something like that. Question 11 is, when you announced that you were pregnant, did you feel like people were judging you for it? I'm making a video. So I'm making a video. That's fine. Oh. When you announced that you were pregnant, did you feel like people were judging you for it? I'm gonna just say no, because I actually waited a month before he was born so that I wouldn't feel like I was judged or anything, and I was actually scared to tell a lot of my friends because I felt like I was going to be judged for it, but that's why I waited a month before he was born to tell people. Question number 12 is the father part of his life at all? No. Question number 13, does it get overwhelming? For the most part, no. What I really found out was when I couldn't keep my food down, like, at all. Like before, like the month before, I did miss my period, but I was in denial, and I just thought that it was because like I was really stressed out and worried, because at the time, me and my parents were like moving around from like place to place, so just like wanting to be able to like be on my own and drive, also because at the time I wasn't going to go to college, so I thought I was just like overly stressed, stuff like that, because like I had like looked it up too, like why am I not having my period, and it was like, oh, like it could be because of like high stress, and like I was really stressing at the time, so I was like, oh, maybe it's just that. But then I moved out, and then I started not being able to keep anything down, and then I was like, no, I'm definitely pregnant. I don't know what number question this is, but the question is, what's your favorite thing about being a mom? My favorite thing is definitely watching him sleep, or like Koo. Basically just watching him be alive. That's definitely my favorite thing. Hardest part, I think I was asked this already, but now that I think of it, is having my shirts look like this. Because I feel like when people see it, I feel like I want to explain myself that I'm not just spilling my drinks on me and stuff like that, but nah.
Okay, turning the left light on. It looks like the right light isn't available right now.
Next question is, did you expect it to be harder or easier? I didn't expect it to be hard or easy. I knew that it would be challenging, but I didn't have any expectations, because if I would have like expected it to be easier, I would have been frustrated, because possibly it could have been harder than what I thought it was going to be. So I definitely didn't have any expectations. But that is all for what it's like being a single mom. So thank you for sending me questions, and thanks for subscribing.